Climate change includes both global warming driven by human emissions of greenhouse gases and the resulting large-scale shifts in weather patterns. What is climate change? Climate change is a broad term used to refer to changes in the Earth's climates, at local, regional, or global scales, and can also refer to the effects of these changes. In recent decades, the term climate change is most often used to describe changes in the Earth's climate driven primarily by human activity since the pre-industrial period, circa 1850 onwards, particularly the burning of fossil fuels and removal of forests, resulting in a relatively rapid increase in carbon dioxide concentration in the Earth's atmosphere. Effects of climate change: 1. Rising minimum and maximum temperature. 2. Rising sea level, high or low. 3. Warmer air. 4. Change weather. In general, circulation models indicate that future temperature changes linked to global warming might be characterized by a marked asymmetry between daytime maxima and nighttime minima. We investigate the importance of such a pattern in determining future wheat, triticum, yields in the central United States by using a dynamic crop growth model, series wheat, modified to include physiological effects of temperature and CO2 on canopy photosynthesis. Simulations are run at 4 sites spanning a north-south transect of the central U.S., for mean temperatures increases, 1 to 4 degrees Celsius, are applied to baseline daily climate data, 1951 to 1980. The effects of 2 different scenarios of temperature change, minimum and maximum temperatures equally raised, minima increased 3 times as much as maxima in agreement with recent observations, are analyzed under both current, 330 parts per million, and elevated, 550 parts per million, CO2 concentrations. The main mechanisms controlling the simulated wheat responses are direct and indirect temperature effects on wheat phenological development. Negative effects of temperature on simulated wheat yields are reduced when minima increase more than maxima. Yield changes are consistently negative under temperature change and current cuz concentration, while they range from positive to negative under temperature change and elevated cuz concentration. Responses vary across the transect, with larger negative effects occurring at the southernmost site, and global mean sea level has risen about 8 to 9 inches, 21 to 24 centimeters, since 1880, with about a third of that coming in just the last 2.5 decades. The rising water level is mostly due to a combination of meltwater from glaciers and ice sheets and thermal expansion of seawater as it warms, and a warm front is defined as the transition zone where a warm air mass is replacing a cold air mass. Warm fronts generally move from southwest to northeast, and the air behind a warm front is warmer and more moist than the air ahead of it. And one of the most visible consequences of a warming world is an increase in the intensity and frequency of extreme weather events. The National Climate Assessment finds that the number of heat waves, heavy downpours, and major hurricanes has increased in the United States, and the strength of these events has increased, too. Thank you.